Well, good morning, Erin, and happy Friday. So it was a little bit cold as I was coming into work this morning. Can we expect more cold temperatures or is it going to warm up?
Well, we're still going to hold on to some of those cooler conditions to close out the week. But of course, we've been talking about the past couple of days, that temperature trend, which will begin to tilt upwards next week. We are seeing a slow warming trend through at least Sunday. And then as we start off next week, we're going to see those temperatures jumping into the 30s across South Central. Now, active weather ramping up in the Southwest and Southeast Alaska. We're also going to be watching chances for some snow returning to South Central as we welcome in next week. Of course, the next big thing that we're really going to be watching is impacting areas of Southwest Alaska. That comes from an area of low pressure that's still situated in the northern parts of the Pacific Ocean. But of course, we do have one storm that we're watching this morning that will lead to some breezy conditions. We're also seeing some rain and snow that's impacting the Alaska Peninsula out towards Bristol Bay. That will stick around throughout the day. We'll see some winds up to about 40 miles per hour, but nothing of concern for your Friday. As we welcome into the weekend, notice from the Yukon Delta out towards the Kuskokwim Delta coastline, that includes Nunivak Island, as well as parts of the eastern Aleutians and the Alaska Peninsula. This is where we're going to see some of the greatest impacts with this next incoming storm, which will bring gusty winds, snow, rain, and freezing rain to coastal areas this weekend. Now, that storm system that we're watching again is still out towards northern parts of the Pacific Ocean. We do have an area of low pressure out towards the Kamchatka Peninsula, but it's that low that we are watching that's going to bring some of the greatest impacts as we welcome in the weekend. And again, it's out towards Southwest Alaska where we're going to see some of the greatest concerns with this storm in the form of some freezing rain and that transition to some rain snow that could lead to some impacts. Winds through the Aleutians this morning, not too strong, gusting anywhere from about 15 to 30 miles per hour. Those will increase through the day where we could see some gusts up to 40 miles per hour. But on into the weekend, as we watch this storm system steadily building off towards the northeast, those winds could increase more into our Saturday and Sunday, where we could see some gusts of about 50 miles per hour to be expected. But this low will continue to track off towards the northeast. Notice through the afternoon hours tomorrow, we'll see some gusty northerly winds through parts of the central and western Aleutians. As that steadily builds to the northeast, we're going to tap into those warmer conditions through the southwest Alaska. This is where we'll see that transition from snow to snow rain, even some freezing rain to be expected in the forecast. So take note of that as we welcome in the weekend. Shouldn't see any significant concerns outside of what has been mentioned. And then as we welcome in next week, we'll also see some snow pushing across South Central. So this chill that we've been holding on to, it stays with us to close out this week and for the first part of the weekend. And then notice as we welcome in Sunday on into Monday, there's that push of warmer air that's going to arrive into Southwest Alaska. That's why we're going to see that chance for some freezing rain and a rain-snow mix. So we will be watching for that into the weekend. Now, that slow warming still with us across South Central today. Still fairly quiet, but with cloud coverage around, can't rule out a few flurries, as that is indicative of moisture in the atmosphere. Of course, that 7-day forecast, you can see temperatures mid to upper 20s through Sunday, and then there's those temperatures jumping above freezing as we welcome in next week. A chance for some snow, but also by the middle to the end of next week, Adelmi, we're watching that we could see some areas of rain and snow across South Central.
All right. Thank you, Erin.